What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We've just hit 20k subscribers, so thank you all so much. Let's get to 30k and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. Plenty of free crypto and goodies down there. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and the bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and this is probably because you haven't hit the bell icon. Thank you again for all your support. The algorithm is slamming a lot of content creators right now, so we really appreciate all your support. And we're so proud of the amazing community that we built, so make sure to jump into the Telegram and the free Discord. So we're just taking a look at Luna here, and as we predicted, once we hit that $100 level, we were going to have quite a significant rollover with it being such a strong resistance. Not to mention all the bearish divergences that we have been seeing for Luna. Obviously, we are super bullish Luna in the long term, but in the short term, it did seem like it was getting crazy overextended. It's been, flying up in the face of the market volatility and, the bearish sentiment that we have seen for Bitcoin, hasn't it? Every single time Bitcoin dropped, it seemed to go to a new all-time high. You can see here on the 4th of December when Bitcoin dropped, it came down to around that $49, $50 mark here, bounced, came to a new all-time high, rolled over to backtest, double bottom backtest that previous level. And then since then, it just went on an absolute run all the way to $103 in the end. Obviously getting stuck under that $100 resistance as predicted. Quite clearly, a massive resistance, a big psychological number for Luna, especially for people that have been holding it since $4, for example, or even less than that. That's a huge resistance. And with the bearish divergences, losing that momentum, as you can see here, we've got bearish divergences all over the place, losing momentum to the upside there. And the RSI also falling, making a lower high. It was pretty obvious, in our opinion, that we were going to see some, a decent correction for Luna before continuation at the very least. And you can see we've kind of got a bit of a trend here, looking something like this. That basically we've seen for Luna. It's just been absolutely smashing it to the upside, hasn't it? Doing something like this over the past few weeks. Just looking incredibly strong. We had a little period of going sideways for Luna throughout, what was it, September, October. And then you can see here, we did start to pick up again for Luna. Where we came down, we basically backtested that previous level at around that $38 mark. And then you can see here, we ran all the way up to around, what was this, $70. We got that correction for Bitcoin. We came to a new all-time high here. We basically, chopped it up, had some more bearish divergences here. So we came down and we retested this low here, which was the previous swing high. And you can see that the structure for Luna is so bullish right now, because it's retesting every level on the way up, isn't it? So it's not getting too crazy overextended. It's having really decent runs, but it's always coming back down, back testing previous levels, which is really key for, making good market structure for continuation and not just going like this and then crashing down just as hard because there's no support. And you can see here exactly what Luna's been doing. It has a run up, it back tests. It has a run up, it back tests this previous swing high here. It has a run up, and you can see now we're on the way again back down towards that trend line in and around this area here, where we could get a perfect coincide of the trend line and also back testing this previous level at around $75. We have said for a few days now, especially in our private Discord, which you can check out in the description, by the way, that basically we thought that, we were definitely heading back down towards this level for Luna for a few days now, towards that $75 level at the very least. And obviously, if we had a decent rollover in the market, we could even see Luna, lose the trend line that it's been making over the past few weeks here, over the past month really, and head down at least to that $66 161 Fibonacci extension level there. We could see something like this where, we're forming this kind of rising wedge like this, aren't we, right now? And obviously, if we fall through the bottom of this, we could come down at least to that 161 and do a bit of, sideways, maybe even rolling even further than that, and having a decent correction down to, towards the $50-ish area before having continuation. We're not saying this is going to happen, but technically, you can see on multiple time frames, including the daily here, if you just take a look, Luna is running out of steam in a big way, as you can see here. We've obviously got this massive bearish divergence forming here, and we do think, we could see Luna at least coming back down towards that $75 mark, as we said, maybe even down to that 66 Fibonacci level of the 161, and maybe even further to the $50 level if we saw a decent correction in the market, because this is a huge bearish divergence, isn't it? We're not saying this is going to happen, but obviously it's entirely possible, especially considering how much Luna has been pumping recently. It's basically done a 2x in the space of a month here, which is obviously amazing to see. But the more that Luna does continue pumping to the upside, the more chance of having a decent correction. And we do think with these big, massive bearish divergences that we are seeing here, that we could be looking at, a cooling off period for Luna at the very least, in our opinion. Maybe back down to the $50, $60 mark, coming down to somewhere like this, chopping it sideways a bit more between some of our levels, and then finally getting it a nice pump to the upside. So Luna overall looking really, really strong in our opinion. We do think long term, I mean, this is an absolutely amazing asset, isn't it? You can see the effects of all that UST printing, which has been burning Luna and pumping the price up. It's been very bullish in the face of a bearish sentiment that we've seen in the market. But obviously, we do need to see it cooling off a bit. And in our opinion, as we said, short-term price prediction wise, we're at least coming back down towards that $75 previous swing high area here to retest this. And then obviously we could see a further extension in our opinion to that 161 if we do lose that trend line. And then obviously heading to the upside, we would want to see Luna come down, get a bounce in one of these areas here, in and around, between that $50 to $75 area. Anywhere here would be a decent bounce for Luna. And then basically coming back up towards the all-time high and retesting it at least at that $100, $103 area would be very, very good to see. We always, we think Luna, obviously an amazing project. And if the market does start pumping again, we do think it's going to continue to the upside. We do have that 227 extension at around $200. We do think that's fairly likely to be hit. Obviously, Luna has done so much already in this bull market in terms of multiples. But considering how good this project is and, the amount of infrastructure that they do have coming, Astroport, for example, all these different pieces of infrastructure will probably just continue to pump the Terra ecosystem. And if that's the case, then the price of Luna is going to continue to go up. So I'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with 4 videos we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. There are 3 tiers giving you access to our private Discord. Crypto Supporter is available if you just want to help us out a small amount. Crypto Maximalist is our main tier, which gives you access to detailed daily technical analysis and signals, weekly and monthly coin calls, and insights into our personal moves, while Maximalist Gold takes it a step further, giving you an insight into our personal portfolio tracker, super low cap gem research, and a 100x portfolio we're constructing and updating, and access to us personally as a resource to discuss your portfolio via Messenger. Make sure to check it out. You can also sign up to our free Telegram and public Discord via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.